Hi, you guys. Welcome. Wow, what a trip. My name is Aaliyah, and you probably saw that already. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just gonna try to do something here. Um, Welcome to my world. If I decide to do this, I'm going to be sharing some very personal things with you. Really crazy, really whacked out. Let me start by saying that by me doing this, I'm not trying to blast anybody. I'm not trying to get sympathy. I'm not trying to exact revenge on anyone. It's nothing like that. I'm not entirely sure why I'm doing this or why I feel the need to do this. But something's kind of like, hey, you need to do this. And so I'm going to try to do this. The things I'm going to tell you, you're going to be like, what the fuck? Like, really, what the fuck? And I think that's a chip. I love carbs, you should know, and salt. And you'll be able to see that in my face because I'll get real puffy. I'm really short and I gain weight really easily and I binge eat a lot. Again, you'll find out all about that as we go on. But going back to what I said, I'm not doing this for any other reason than maybe to help me find clarity, maybe to help me understand. Just by voicing it. I don't have a therapist anymore. I can't afford one. But I used to go see Don Hill, who was amazing. Oh, I don't know if I'm supposed to say that. D. Hill, he was great. Hopefully, again, maybe I can go back and see him before he retires. I'm not sure how old he is. Awesome dude, though. And then also, I don't know how many others out there have this kind of situation happen or some kind of craziness on the level of mine. Not saying, oh, my life is so crazy, like you won't even. No, I'm sure there are others. And so hopefully by doing this, maybe you guys won't feel like such freak shows, even though we are. We're freak shows. And maybe we can find some kind of solidarity and understanding and kind of keep that momentum going that, hey, I was a complete asshole, but I'm not anymore. And I'm really working on not being an asshole anymore. To back it up, I come from a really crazy family, a really crazy life. There were people in there that tried to help, but I was so trapped in this cycle of crazy that it was one of those things where you can't even tell that it was crazy because that was all you knew. And people on the outside were like, dude, your life is crazy. And I'm like, you don't know if I'm crazy. You're crazy. And it really was. Now that I've been able to kind of step away from all of it and look back, holy shit, oh my God. I mean, honestly, it's a miracle I'm still here. And there are a few times where I was this close to not being. And I'm going to be honest, there are times that I still feel that way. It's like, okay, just end it, do over, we'll try again next life. And then I have a daughter who is keeping me here. And so she'll come up, you'll get to know all the people. I'm going to try not to mention them by names because I know that a lot of what I will tell you is going to upset them. It's going to anger them. And I don't want to blast anybody. I don't want to try to call anybody out. I don't want to slander anybody's name. This is not what this is about. To quote Lisa Loeb, this is not that. Lisa Loeb, yeah, shout out, girl. But this is just going to be me and my truth. Not saying that everybody else's isn't the truth. There's always their side, my side, and then what really happened. But, things aren't always what they seem. People aren't always what you think. Hopefully this will shed some light, maybe even bring more awareness for other people in other situations, maybe kind of like mine, where if you just dig a little bit deeper and not go for what seems to be the most entertaining, the most fetching, the most captivating, the most dramatic. But if you really want to find truth and maybe see another perspective, it's there. And chances are it wants to be found out and it wants to be seen. So maybe this can kind of help with that too. Maybe. I'm going to ramble a lot. I'm going to lose focus a lot. Just to get it out there. Hi, my name is Aaliyah and I am an addict. I'm addicted to all sorts of stuff. I no longer do drugs, but there are days that I do miss it. So now I eat a lot. I will binge on Netflix shows. I will obsess over Lush products where I now work. So that worked out fine. I will obsess over little things, but I stopped smoking cigarettes and I stopped smoking ice. It started with Adderall, then it went to Coke, and then it went to crystal meth. And that is kind of where I am now. I'm off drugs for, gosh, almost 2.5 years. I think, oh no, I just hit 2.5 years. And that also will be a topic there because there was a lot that happened with me getting caught. It was never a legal thing. Police were never involved. It was a family thing. And then it got really crazy from there. That's another source of a lot of heartbreak. That'll also, that all of this will come out. All this will come to the surface. And I hope you take this journey with me. And maybe we can learn a lot from this. I can learn more about myself that I've learned in the last 2.5, 3 years, where everything kind of came to a head, and then my world just came crashing down. But what I'd like to call it is that my life was I was born a condemned house. That's the best way I can describe it. I was born a condemned house. I was never going to do well. It just, the stability was not there. And again, people tried, but it wasn't going to work. And I don't think it was meant to work, because if I had maybe developed in the way I was supposed to then, I don't know, things would have been different for sure. But if I could just put it out there, I don't think I'd be the badass that I am now. Granted, I'm a really late blooming badass. I'm a delayed badass, but I'm aware now, and I am a badass for this. I think it had to happen this way. Otherwise, I would still be a fucking idiot. An entitled, spoiled, manipulative, angry, vengeful. I don't even know. I was all those things and more. I don't know. And I always had this feeling in my stomach that things weren't the way they're supposed to be, but I didn't know how they were supposed to be. I just knew that I was uncomfortable all the time. And because this was the setup from such an early age, from the get-go, all of my relationships were fucked. My friendships, for the most part, were fucked. My outlook on life was fucked. My treatment of people was fucked. I wasn't so horrible to everybody, but I wasn't genuine, and I didn't know how to be either. I was just fucked. And because of this, it was just like taking a step and having collapse, then trying to build on top of the rubble, having that collapse, and trying to build on top of that and have it collapse. And there was no sturdy foundation because it just wasn't there. And then the people that tried to help, I was like, fuck you, you're an idiot, get out of my face. And I'm sorry to those people. And just before I wrap this up, it's going to get crazy. It's going to get real fucking crazy. Some of the stuff I'm going to tell you are just not going to believe. You're going to think I'm a liar. You're going to call me all sorts of names. I'm sure there's going to be people out there like, you're fucking psycho. I know you. I know your family. Okay, fine. If you feel the need to do that, fine. Just know that you're wrong. You were so wrong about me. And if you feel the need to say that, it's probably because you haven't known me from the point I was an asshole. So you were right then. But hashtag dig a little deeper, look a little further. There's always a reason that somebody behaves the way they do. There's always a reason that somebody's doing the things they do, that's feeling the way that they are, that all these things are happening because of a deeper lying reason. And once you figure that out, then you can do something about it. But nobody's an asshole just to be an asshole. There's always a reason. And I was an asshole, but now I know the reason. And I fixed it. So fuck you. I'm sorry, I didn't mean that. Namaste, motherfuckers. Okay, so what else can I tell you? Oh my God, I'm about to be 37 on January 2nd. I have one daughter. I am divorced. Within my family, I am the youngest. I am also the middle. I'm also the oldest. And I'm also an only child. Again, that's part of this whole story. It is so crazy. You guys, it is so crazy. And let me see. Am I ready for this? I think I'm ready for this. Are you ready for this? You know what? If nothing else, this is probably going to be just mind-numbing and entertaining at times. I don't know. Oh, you see that? Forgive that. That's all chapped and stuff. I know this isn't really cute. I haven't thought this out. It was kind of impulsive, and that's usually how I work best. But I will find a cute little backdrop, just like everybody else. But in the meantime, I'm sitting on the floor, and my foot is already falling asleep. So that's probably a good cue that I should just go ahead and summarize this, and then I will start on the next one. Maybe even take notes so that I'm like focused. Me focused. All right. Well, welcome to my life, you guys. And the tag, I guess, for all this will be my life as a former whack job. My life as a former fuck up. Recovering from fuck-uppity. From fuck-upism. My life as a recovering addict. My life as me. Bye.